that normally this is Krishna. So normally
Yes.
we can practice, right? Placing a cover order. I think the risk is very minimal. As
Yes,
I
yes,
see, it is just changing
yes.
in rupees, right? 10 rupees, 5 rupees, like that.
Yes, yes. You can just go and
Okay.
you select only one quantity in the beginning, like until it gets a customer to you, like you get a customer to you
Okay.
the cover order. You can just try some one or five or six orders with one quantity, and then you will completely understand it. It's not any kind of rocket science. It's like the other orders only, but it has a specialty of locking your profits into your bag. In this volatile market, we have a fear again that
Okay.
these it may bounce back, right?
Mhm.
So we have 20 now. Let's start. Sorry, let's resume. So here now you can see that in profit, right? It is in profit for 6 rupees. Now let's say I want to lock this 6 rupees, means I should change my stop loss to 5239. This will happen only in cover order. It won't happen in any other stop loss orders. As I said, if you give a price that is higher than 5236, it will give you an error. So without any delay, before this turning into loss, let's go and change. So this is the thing we have. So 5239, see, if I give 5239 and click on modify, we will be see, just within a minute it change, like within a second it changed to 5238. So before modifying, we should be so quick that we should go to market depth and see what is the present kind of situation. We are on sell side, we are on this list, so we should look for our partner on this side. So here we are having only 5238. Even though it is showing 5239, if you go and give 5239, it won't get exit at 5239. It will get exit at 5238 because you don't have a buyer at present at 5239. So that is what is actually I am saying. Sometimes current price will be different, the nearest buyer will be different. See, now 5238 is the current price and the buyer is available only at 5236. It is the price at which we bought. So you, instead of locking your profits, you will lock it zero in your positions. Though I am saying that you should not be misguided by this current price. Before modifying, you just go to the market depth, you see 5238 is the current market price, but buyer is only available at 5237. Now if you give 5238, your order will get exit at 5237. So this is what I am saying in the beginning part of this session. Right, I hope you all got it now. And let's wait for a buyer at 5239, or shall we exit? We will get delayed for the session. We have good number of buyers, sellers less than the buyers, but still um, so we should be so quick, going to market, see the buyer. By the time you close this and go and modify again, we will not be sure whether there is buyer at see, now the current price is at 5238. I am going daring and giving 5237. Might be there might be only buyer at 5236. Let's see what happened. So I am clicking on modify. So order request has been sent. Now 5238. So now I have locked profit of 2 rupees, 5236 to 5238. Even if it falls also, if you see now, here it is. If it comes to 5237, this position will get closed. So let's wait. I think it will get exit. Let's go and watch on the market depth. So we are now here in this four orders. One of our order is existing. So we are in the first place. Let's see who will come before us. Yeah, we have a buyer before us, 5238. Now you can just again go to modify and you can change to 5238, because now you have a buyer at 5238, right? Now you will go the and you will say 5238. Now I think it will definitely get executed. Let's see. I'm just modifying. Order modification request has been sent. Let's go back to the market depth. Now again we are in the top of the list. Let's see if anyone will come before us, or we will 5238. I hope you all are understanding, right? Hello.
Yes, Venkatesh.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
yes.
See, now again on the top of the list, one more person has come with one order and five quantity. So now we are in the second place. Now we can go and again change to 5239. So let's do that. Modify. So really we have to be too quick in locking the. So I think this time it will get executed. Order request sent. Mm, Sorry, market depth we have to see no. So now we are on again in this one of, so one order is ours. So four quantity is some other person. In this two we are the one selling placed two quantity. The other person has placed four of the quantity. Now the current market price it is 5240. So let's see again 5240 will come, or the order will get executed. Let's see. I think our order has got executed or not. Let's go check. Still it is there 5240. Mm, Am I changing the other one or the right one? No, I'm changing the right one itself. Let's cancel this to avoid confusion. So still it is playing really. Sorry, market depth. So we are, yes, it got executed if you see now. So this is how we lock the profits. Now no more pending open orders. Now it got executed at 5239. So without any fear, we have locked our profits. This specialty of cover order won't be there in any other orders, even in trailing stop loss or any other kind of stop loss, as I have showed you in the beginning of this section. So now we ended with a profit of 6 rupees at 5239. You can see, right? So this is what is the advantage of cover order. And if we do this with futures, no, like it will be truly you will enjoy it if it works in your favor. So mostly you can lock your profits with this cover order kind of feature. So let's next move on to the other topics, and let's do that. If anyone have questions, you can just hold on to the till the end, or you can just ask now, because if we take questions now, I think we will get delayed with the other matter. So let's move on to, so cover order is done, review of today's radar is done, strategy for September 2nd. So now let's go and see like what will happen tomorrow on the markets. So do you remember our checklist? I think by now you should have go get accustomed to it. Like this is how our radar looks, and you can connect to me on these all social media platforms. If you want, you can take a snapshot and get connected. And let's move. So this is what is the checklist. So for tomorrow strategies, we have to follow all these checklists. So again, I am not going to repeat what is what, since from the past four sessions we are discussing on this, I will just give a one line answer for each of the factors in the checklist. So first we have to predict a trend using Nifty, Bank Nifty, SGX Nifty, and global markets. So let's go and simply do that. So we have SGX Nifty. um, Let's see. So as of now, it is in plus 111 points. As of now, it is indicating a good gap up for tomorrow. So, and if we see the global markets, we see Nasdaq almost 100 points up. I think someone has posted in the group that it has touched its 52-week high. And European markets still, some are bleeding, some are in just mild profits. Yes, here SGX Nifty is not yet updated. And yes, most of the, we can see most of the global indices trading in green as of now. So let's quickly go to our Excel. So here on Wednesday, for Wednesday, I have just given B. Means since as of now the SGX Nifty is bullish with 111 points. And next we will go and check Nifty 50 and Bank Nifty. For Nasdaq as also, since it is in plus 100 points, I gave B. And now let's check Nifty 50 and Bank Nifty quickly. Mm, okay, and then Yeah. So for tomorrow, what I am predicting on Nifty is like a kind of a green spinning top, or might be a shooting star. Like how I am predicting that is means like, mm, if we have a doji today. For what does doji indicate? Doji doesn't indicate anything. It won't indicate us anything. Like tomorrow, it is going to be uncertain. That is only what it tells us. So for tomorrow, as every day I'm saying, let's go back and check for the similar candle and try to predict our trend. That won't work in like every day. So let's say, for suppose, now do that in today also, like go and check for this kind of candle in the previous day and try to predict trend. Let's see whether will that work out or not. So let me minimize this volume bar. MACD also.
Venkat,
So
what is the meaning of doji?
doji is like there will be small real body. Real body means this green or red shaded part is called as real body on the candle. So doji will have a small real body and will have a long upper shadow and lower shadow. Doji doesn't indicate any kind of signs for the next day, whether it is going to be bullish or bearish. If it is a hammer, it will indicate that tomorrow it might be bullish. If it is a shooting star, it will indicate that tomorrow it might be bearish. If it is bullish Morbojo, tomorrow it will indicate bullish. If it is bearish Morbojo, it will indicate bearish. So like that. But doji and spinning top as well won't indicate anything. But doji is really like it won't indicate. Even sometimes spinning top, we can see, if we see that in green. Like if you ask me what is like a spinning top, if you see this candle, no, this small green candle after the red candle, here what why we call this a spinning top is, here the real body will be big and the shadows will be small. What I mean by shadow is there will be upper shadow and lower uh, uh, like down shadow will also be the lower part. This body will be big. If you compare this green candle and this green candle, you can exactly understand what is the difference between a doji and spinning top. This candle which is looking like a plus, here the real body is very small, the shadows on upside and downside are really long. This we call as doji. It won't indicate anything. And this spinning top, if it is like, it also won't indicate anything, but sometimes we can predict something using this with the trends. So here this is called as what sorry, spinning top, and this is called as doji. So we are now looking for a doji after a red candle, right? Mm, let's see for a doji after a big red candle. So here we have a big red candle, but the next immediate candle is a hammer. No, here we have a big red candle, but the next immediate candle is a like a complete green spinning top. Mm, let's go on search. So here we are having a hammer and we are having a doji. So this is the kind of thing we are looking for, exactly like to predict it. So see, here also we have a red bar at the Bollinger Band red line, and then we had a doji. So what happened on the third day? So let's say this red candle is Monday, this doji is today's, that is Tuesday. So what is going to happen on Wednesday? See, like after doji, it opened in a gap up, it went up and settled in green finally. So tomorrow also, like what I am expecting is like, I am not expecting that kind of candle for tomorrow. Like here I am like somewhat similar to that, but not exactly that. So tomorrow I am expecting a spinning top at the upside if the markets open in the gap up, and if a selling pressure starts, there going to be a shooting star, means like uh, exactly you can see this hammer, no, when you reverse it, that will be the shooting star. That kind of thing may form. If shooting star is going to form, again markets may look downwards. But tomorrow I am thinking it there will be spinning top here at levels like we can predict at 11,500 to 11,600, between kind of range it will form a spinning top, is what I am predicting. If it goes higher than that, then in there will be a bullish trend, but I am predicting for a spinning top for tomorrow. Let's go and check on Bank Nifty as well. So Bank Nifty also had a kind of doji. You can see here again the real body is small, the shadows are long, and here it ended in red. Here also like after this green bar and red bar going 80 to 70% outside of the Bollinger Band range. Today the Bank Nifty consolidated back into the range. I think one more day it will, 1 or 2 more days it will move sidewards. Then Bollinger Band range will expand upside, and then it may start move upside if we have good newses like there is going to be no extension in moratorium, India China border issues are settling down slowly, then we can again expect Bank Nifty to perform, since it is like before pre-COVID levels. Nifty is at 12,000 levels, Bank Nifty is at some 30,000 or 31 I think, but Nifty has already coming close to 12,000 mark, but still Bank Nifty is at 23,000. So we can say that Bank Nifty has been underperformed like post COVID, and like we will see another rally if things change out in positive to the market, like especially the news should be positive. So for tomorrow's Bank Nifty, I am expecting bearish candle only, or else one more kind of doji or spinning top sidewards. Like I am saying that it may move sidewards, is what I am thinking. If Nifty opens in gap up, it should hold. Otherwise, it will form shooting star. Is so mostly for Nifty, I am saying spinning top or shooting star. For Bank Nifty, I am saying sidewards, either any spinning top or doji. So this is what. So now we will come back. So on Nifty, I am predicting some upside. No, like it will form. The next candle will form it. So I am giving buy and sell. We can do both on Nifty, but on Bank Nifty, I am still somewhat bearish. So this is what we have done our checklist factor one, right? So then news, today's major news is like we have a hearing on moratorium, like court has adjourned the hearing to a further date, like whether that hearing is regarding to is not regarding to extension of moratorium or not. It is regarding to the way of calculation of interest in this moratorium period. We will hear the judgment soon in the coming days. And even all over the country there has been a demand asking the finance sector and other banking officials, RBIs, like there are many recommendations going from industrial and from common people side that there should be an extension in moratorium, but we have to see what RBI will decide and what finance sector will decide, and like what finance department will decide. So and one more important news for today is AGR. The verdict has finally came after a long wait, which we have been discussing then and there many days for in our group. And today that like Supreme Court has given verdict that all the telecom companies which are due to pay try all the amounts has to be paid in 10 years in a staged manner. So we are expecting a kind of hikes in tariffs, like telecoms to bear this burden, like they may go for increase of tariffs, or else to give competition they may not go for a hike of tariffs. Like we have to wait and see which telecom companies will go for a hike and which won't. And then we have candle patterns, we studied it for Nifty and Bank Nifty, and for two stocks we will study the candle patterns, RSI and Bollinger, and we will try to arrive this entry target and stop loss. And price action zones, stock market stock momentum capabilities, nothing but the amount of fluctuation that stock can make on that day. So just give me a second. Okay, so I have done already the analysis for tomorrow's radar, and I have highlighted few stocks in yellow, you can see. So now let's just go and analyze those yellow stocks only. So the first one is Berger Paints. After highlighting in yellow, I just kept it in underlined, like it is important for me. Like as many has asked that in the radar also, like they want the most probable successful stocks to be highlighted in some color, or they want them at the top of the list. So what I have done is like I am highlighting them in the radar. If you see today's radar, review, we can see Amar Raja and Granules India on the buy side and G and Havels. Like these are most probable stocks which I'm confident. So I am doing that from Monday. And also one more request was that from our members, we want radar as early as possible, like at 8:30 or 8:45. So what I am trying to do is I am trying to post the radar one day before, like for Wednesday I am posting it on Tuesday. You can see like for Monday I have posted on Sunday, yeah, and for Tuesday also, yesterday I have posted at 11:40 kind of time. So now let's without any delay just go to Badger Paints and start the analysis. Like here I will as many were asking like how to combine and analyze Bollinger Band and RSI. I think we can cover that using Infratel on today's 15-minute chart. I will do that after two stocks analysis for radar. So for Badger Paints, so here what we can see is a red candle and then a small green, like we can't say small, this is also big. So but this green candle is within the range of yesterday's red candle. We call this as like what is it? Bullish harami. Harami means it is like the entire candle concept is from Japanese. So harami in Japanese means like a pregnant woman's womb, like how pregnant woman womb will be like it will be coming outside, like it will be bulging. We will see pregnant women in our local life, no, like how their stomach will be. So this is a kind of pattern of that, so they gave that name as. So and also this bullish harami should happen at the lows, means prayer, uh, means before these two candles the trend should be downwards. If you see from like August 24th onwards, all the red candles, like it is coming down, 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 and yesterday it came completely down, and then we have a green candle. I will just share bullish harami, like what I wrote in my notes after this meet in the group. I already shared 2 weeks before 2 weeks I shared a week again. Now today I will share. So this will work really good if market suppose. I think tomorrow Badger Paints will move up. So looking at these two candles, bullish harami, like I have decided this pattern as bullish for harami, and I was having a bullish view on Badger Paints for tomorrow. Like many are saying like why only candles, like in a line kind of a chart you can't decide like for quick trades, or you can't decide anything. If you go and say Badger Paints share price, see in this kind of line chart you can't decide. You can see whether only you can what you can analyze we using this line chart is only whether today share has increased or not. Here it has fallen, who knows at this dip it will go increase. There won't be analysis on line chart, line charts for like at dips will it increase or not, we can't judge here. But that advantage will be there in case of candlesticks. So now if we go like before going to Infratel and try analyzing Bollinger Band and RSI combined analysis, let's decide entry, target, and stop loss points for this Badger Paints. So as I have been saying repeatedly from the past 3 minutes, never ever enter at the previous day's close. So as today's close was at 553. If yes, September 1 candle, this is the candle of September 1, and we have 553. So let's plan for entry at 550, and let's give a stop loss of say this end of the candle kind of range 540. And we can look for the targets of whenever there is bullish harami, like there will be a bullish candle on third day, so I am expecting it to come to 565 or 570. So let's go and give that data into our radar. So in the yellow zone, I am giving Badger Paints. Okay. So execute is at today it closed at 553. We can give 550 or 549 will also work, like 549 or 550 both can work. And target I am giving at 565, and the stop loss the previous day's candles low or closing point, both will work. If you want to if you don't want to take more risk, you can give a less stop, but in volatile market you should place a stop loss like somewhat far away if you are um, like you don't want to end up in losses simply. So I am giving a stop loss of 540, like we can give 539 as well, because it will come sometimes and stop at the rounding number. And okay, so one thing we did, one stock we placed in the radar. So before placing another stock, we will just go and analyze Infratel, what happened on it today, and there I will try to explain you how to do a combined analysis of Bollinger Band and RSI. So I am changing the view to 15 minutes chart and then minimizing this. So as of now, I am not going to take up MACD. So okay. So now two things are important for us: Bollinger Band and RSI. If we see Infratel, so here one 1st September, if you see, the starting candle is a shooting star. After a gap up, it formed a shooting star. So earlier I was speaking about shooting star, right? Shooting star means like exactly this one. Oh, this blue color mark is coming as a hurdle. Okay, the first candle, the first today's red candle is a shooting star. Shooting star means it will have a small body and a long upper shadow. If we oh, this meeting is going to end in 10 minutes again. Okay, let's see, we'll try to end up. So that is what is hammer. In some other session we will take up in detail regarding hammer and sorry, shooting star and hammer. So if we see at 11:45, one red candle has came out of the Bollinger Band range. It is almost 80 to 90% out of the Bollinger range band, and at that time almost RSI has come near to 20, say like 21 we can say. If we move this here, we will know what is the exact RSI. So it is like 23.45. At 23.45, like when it came so close to RSI. And also like here, what is the meaning of RSI being close to 20? There will be a bounce back. The share is already oversold, so we can take a quick trade. And also here we have one more combination, that is Bollinger Band. What we have discussed about in Bollinger Band session, whenever a candle goes out of the green range, it will try to consolidate back into this range. Since here we see the red candle, this here we can see 25% it came out, and the next red candle it is almost 80% out, and then RSI is also at 20. So there is a double confirmation here, not just RSI at 20 or not just Bollinger Band are going out of the range. Here we have double confirmation with Bollinger Band as well as RSI. So this will indicate a strong buy, and this is what exactly has happened in Amar Raja on Monday, where I took futures buy at 720 and I sold at 723, booking a profit of some 3k. So this is what I am going to like how to do a combined strong buy position analysis is like. Here Bollinger Band is also indicating a bounce back, RSI is also indicating a bounce back. So we like, if you having doubt, you can wait for one more candle and you see this green candle. So now again there is a third confirmation. First confirmation is Bollinger Band going out of there, and second is RSI, and third is a bounce back candle has appeared finally. Now after this we can take intraday trade in equity shares or in futures. Again, I won't say options, because options have different perspectives, like theta, time decay, etc. Number of factors to be considered. So today, if anyone has entered a buy in futures or on equity, they can book profits like until it as discussed in Bollinger Band. After reaching the green line, we have to look for targets again for the yellow line. If it breaks out yellow line, then we have to look for targets at red line. But here it failed to break out at the yellow line. Again it started falling. So one can book profits from starting from this first green candle to till the yellow line. So this is what is the double or triple confirmation. Sometimes Bollinger Band and RSIs together in a combination will give. I hope this is clear. So now let's go back to the few more stocks on radar and just punch in the data. So one more good thing I would like to share is regarding UBL. Yes. So let's go back to UBL. This is also interesting pattern. It is suggesting some interesting pattern. Let's change to one day view. Mm, So yes, here if you see, this is what is called the last candle is exactly a perfect hammer. A perfect hammer means what features it will have is a small green body and a long lower shadow. A hammer is exactly opposite to shooting star. A hammer should appear at the lower end of the previous rally. We can see the previous rally, one, two, three, four continuous series of red candles, and we can confirm this prior trend as downward trends. So whenever a hammer forms at a downward trend, it will indicate a strong bullish view for the next day. So I am bullish on UBL for tomorrow, and I am just keeping this in yellow zone as well. So as said, if we see the closing is at 1014, we can enter at 1012 or 1010 depending upon the opening of this stock gap up of this. So let me go. So tomorrow one more thing in yellow zone is going to be UBL, and so sorry, I did forgot the price. 1014. Okay, so we will plan a bit low, 1012 or 1010. Okay, I will take 1011. So target, how much will be the fluctuation on this stock? Say like it can be around almost like 10 to 30 rupees. Like it will range between there. If even if you see hammer on 17th also we have a hammer, but prayer trend is not there. But sometimes also it did work. Like tomorrow it should work 95% of the time. So we have decided the entry, and let's go and decide for the stop loss. We can take this yellow line price as a stop loss, or even if you are since this is also a one of the volatile stock, I will only plan like mm, say 998. I will be sorry, I will give the stop loss as 998 instead of using 1003 rupees, which is a yellow line, because sometimes it may come to the rounding figure of 1000 and then may go start moving up at that time. Like we can also plan, but if we plan entry at that low levels, like if I place entry execute at 1000 rupees, it will be like how HUL is has happened today, we will miss the trade. So I am keeping this entry at a bit low. uh, 1111 will be fine. Let's go and find out the target as well. So for hammer, let's say like since we spoke about the fluctuation, it is going to be 10 to 30 rupees. So let's say we will take some 15 rupees. So 120, like 1025 or 26 rupees we can give. 1025 I am giving. Okay, so this is one more call for tomorrow's radar. Someone has gave a message in the chat. We have just left 3 more minutes to for this session end. Does it matter if it is a red hammer instead of green one? See, like color doesn't matter really, but it's looking at a green candle will give us a good feel than looking at a red hammer. But for sure color doesn't matter. If there is a clear prior downtrend and there is a hammer, definitely that is going to help you a lot. So we are done with Bollinger Band and RSI combined review. We are done with the
So,
new. We
Venkatesh,
are
one quick question. So, hanging man and this hammer both are same, you mean?
yes. Hanging man and hammer are same, but what is the difference is hammer appears at the
Red
low,
and green.
and hanging man appears at the peaks. Means hanging man is like either I will hang here or I will fall. That is what is the meaning of hanging man. At the peaks, if you see a hammer, means like at the uptrend, if you see a hammer, let's see if is there any hanging man in here.
No,
It
no,
is showing.
that's okay. We will see it
Okay.
later on. Let's continue.
Okay. So the that is the difference between mostly between the hanging man and hammer. Like hammer will be at the down, it will form at the downtrend, previous downtrend, and hanging man will form at the peaks. Means there in hanging man case, previous trend should be uptrend. So that is the major difference. Hanging man, shooting star works more accurately than hanging man. Hanging man gives a cell signal to 75% kind of probability. There is a chance of success for 75%, but in shooting star and hammer there is a success, the success rate of your trade can be around 85 to 95. So we have left 2 more minutes only. So just I will just tick the topics we have done with Bollinger Band and RSI review, and we have also done. We are done with today's radar review, and we also discussed about our tomorrow strategy. We did discuss on Bank Nifty and Nifty. We did discuss on some important news that came today, and that may affect the Bank Nifty in the coming days as well. So a few just I will just wrap up with few more questions from my side. Like, why only I am giving few on radar? Like on Monday, if we see, we have only few stocks on the radar. If you see, almost like four in the buy and two in the sell, totally six. Some days you see many stocks. If you see on Monday, on on sell side only, you can see uh, what almost eight stocks. But today's entire radar is just 4 plus to 6. Why this happened? Because yesterday every share is indicating completely sell only red candle. So we picked up only special stocks. And how selection is done, I have shared you. And the success of a doji, I did mention on Monday that there is going to be a doji. That is a success today. And why we missed HUL, I said what is the mistake. The story of granules and Amar Raja, why I kept them in yellow, I said why candle graph candle, what is the advantage between candle chart and line chart. I did explain you by sharing the screen as well. So I think whatever the topics I have planned for today, I have just almost covered. This meeting may end at any time. So last one more note is like tomorrow IT stocks may